year was 2001. A Canadian exploration company, Advanced Digital Communications, working alongside the Cuban government, was conducting a deep-sea sonar mapping near the Guanahabibis?
Wait, what are you saying?
Guanahabibis
No.
Peninsula. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
What they found stunned them. A series of symmetrical formations made of massive stone-like blocks laid out in patterns that seemed too precise to be natural. Some formations resembled pyramids, roads, and walls, stretching over several square kilometers. At the depth that the structures are, it'd have to be built over 6,000 years ago, long before human civilization was known to be in America. So began one of the strangest ocean mysteries of modern archaeology. Anyway, before I get into some theories, what have you made for us today?
I'm so glad you asked, Peyton. Past Valeria, why don't you show us? Tonight's case takes us to Cuba. So we're gonna make the perfect drink to match, a virgin mojito.
We're gonna start off by making a lime and mint syrup. So you're first gonna pour a cup of water. Then you're gonna pour in half a cup of sugar. And you're gonna make sure you keep stirring that until it all dissolves. Next, we're gonna wanna take 2 limes. We're gonna cut each of those in half. And you're gonna squeeze each one in. I like to use a fork because it makes it easier. Okay. Next, you're gonna take 2 mint. Okay, you're gonna take it all. You're going to crush it in your fingers until it has sort of a wet consistency to it. And that's how you're gonna mull it, and then you're gonna just drop that in. Then we're gonna stir that in. And then you're gonna use the limes that you cut in order to put in some lime zest, which we already cut previously. And then you're just gonna mix all of that in. And let it heat up until you have a somewhat thicker consistency. Now, to prep our glass. Now you're gonna take half your lime and you're gonna cut that in half, hold that together, and cut the next half. And then you're gonna pour those right into your glass. Next, you're gonna put in some mint, and we're gonna be mulling that all together. That was 4. Once you have that, you're gonna put in 2 ounces of the lime and mint syrup that we made. Mull that a bit together. Then we're gonna add some ice and top that off with some club soda. Next, we're gonna garnish with a lime wedge. And there you have your perfect virgin mojito.
Theory 1. The lost civilization.
Oh, okay.
So, this one has captured the imagination of a lot of researchers, and the belief is that it was once a real city, built by a long-lost civilization, predating anything we've ever recorded.
Okay.
Supporters point to the geometric precision of the structures. Nature, they argue, does not typically create 90-degree angles, uniform blocks, or linear roads. Satellite imagery of the sonar data shows what appears to be an intentional layout, evidence perhaps of city planning. Geologist Manuel do you want to help me with that one?
Manuel Iturralde? That's a weird last name.
Iturralde?
Nope. That's okay.
Calculated that if the site had been above sea level, it would have been over 50,000 years old. That alone would challenge the established timeline of human development in the Western Hemisphere. Some researchers believe that this civilization could have thrived during the last ice age. when sea levels were far lower, only to be destroyed by the melting glaciers that raised global oceans more than 400 feet.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I find this a little hard to believe. Just cause like, yeah, it's geometric, it's precise, like you got all that going for you. Perfect. But there's no proof. Like there's no proof that they were actually anyone living there. Like I feel like if there was somebody there, you'd find like bones or something. Yeah, no? Like, am I crazy?
Yeah. No, you are crazy. You're insane.
Oh,
Okay, so moving on. Theory number 2?
Sure.
You didn't like that first one? And I think you're gonna love the second one.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Theory number 2 is it's the lost city of Atlantis. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That these ruins are the lost city of Atlantis. So Atlantis was described by Plato, if I can get to Plato's paper, as ancient dialogues described it as a great maritime power that sank in a single day and a night of misfortune.
How does that happen? How does that happen? One day you're just like, oh yeah, we're chilling. Oh my gosh, I'm getting married, and suddenly it's like, oh, I'm sinking to the bottom of the sea. Like, no. Sorry,
Like,
I would. That's why I'm asking. I thought you researched this.
it's Atlantis.
Well, I feel like
It just
Whatever.
sank. I just told you, in one day, in one night,
In
it sank.
that's not how that happens. Anyways,
It
continue.
sank.
Continue.
Many have searched for it in the Mediterranean, the Sahara, and the Bahamas, but Cuba sits on a geological region that's surprisingly consistent with Plato's description. An island region near the Atlantic, once connected to a larger landmass, rich in natural resources. Supporters of this theory point out that the Caribbean is geologically unstable, with fault lines, volcanic activity, and sudden land collapses. The perfect recipe for a sudden catastrophe. Some even cite similarities between Cuban sonar images and the circular city plan Plato described.
Okay.
I like this theory.
I don't. I think, okay,
I like this.
not to be a buzzkill, but I just think, who was, like, why? What island just like, or island, right?
An island.
Or island
Yes.
just sinks in one day. It's just like, boom, kaboom, done. And there's no reportings on it at all. No bodies, no nothing.
You know how tectonic plates work?
Oh.
An earthquake, shaky, shaky,
Uh-huh.
shaky, shaky,
Boom.
falls, gone.
Okay, I'll let you continue.
Yeah. Well, that was that.
That
Wanna
was
hear-
that.
you
That
wanna
was
hear the
it.
next theory?
I'm
about
not
the first
sure
two?
if I do. I think both of these are like very outlandish. I don't know if I'm getting either.
Okay. So number 3 is the geological formation.
Okay.
Many geologists believe that the city is nothing more than a natural formation, sculpted over millennia by tectonic activities and erosion. They argue that the sea-bound Cuba is rich in basalt, a volcanic rock known for breaking into angular blocks under pressure. When viewed through sonar imaging, especially at high depths, these fractured rock patterns can appear strikingly artificial. The ocean floor also contains crust formations, which can mimic roads, steps, or walls when the light and shadow interact. To the untrained eye, they can look remarkably like man-made structures, but they're purely natural. Supporters of this theory highlight one glaring issue with the lost civilization idea. No artifacts, no pottery, no tools, no carvings, no trace of human activity has ever been retrieved from the site. Without physical evidence, they lay the sunken city of Cuba remains a beautiful illusion of geology, a coincidence of nature mistaken for history.
Yeah, I like this theory. This theory is the one that's like most grounded in, you know, like reality. I mean,
You think the ocean can just form pyramids?
Well, you just said that tectonic plates can sink an entire island, so
if the aliens made the pyramids in Egypt, the ocean can't make the pyramids.
I'm sorry, aliens made the pyramids? Where are we getting at? Pause.
Aliens in Egypt, aliens in the ocean, Atlantis. It all works. It all connects. All pyramids are built by aliens.
Am I sitting next to a conspiracy theorist? I think yes. Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna say this so far is my favorite theory.
You sure?
Yeah, I like this one. Do we have more?
We do.
Okay.
We do, and we have one more. It's our last theory.
What is it? I'm scared. Is it aliens?
No, I already gave you the alien theory.
Well, that wasn't an alien theory.
Data misinterpretation theory. Okay.
Sounds
So,
boring,
more
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It sounds boring. Anyways,
boring.
keep on going.
A group of more skeptical researchers believe that the mystery stems from something simpler, faulty or misinterpreted sonar data. The original images captured using early 2000s technology, limited resolution, low signal clarity, and high distortion rates at deep sea levels. The grainy results left plenty of room for human beings' brains to fill gaps, turning blurry shapes into temples and towers. When media outlets ran the story, many of the images circulating online were composite renderings and not raw footage. This gave an exaggerated claims that were never verified through actual dives or 3D mappings. No academic paper has ever been published confirming that the structures even exist as described. So according to this theory, this sunken city may not be a city at all, just some shadows and magnified and grainy pictures.
I'm so sorry. Pause.
Yeah.
So we created an entire theory based on blurry photos, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh, let's run with it. It's an entire city under the ocean.
It looks pretty convincing.
Okay.
You should look it up.
Because it's blurry, I would imagine.
Looks like a pyramid to me.
Pretty blurry one, I would say.
A little blurry, but it's like so deep under the ocean. Like, how are you gonna get? And they're filming it from the top.
I mean, just
They're like
swim
echolocated.
down there. Yeah, they have that technology now. I feel like if it actually was like a city, I feel like we would have discovered it by now. I feel like we would have gone down there because we're known for that. We're known for like discovering or whatever.
Cuba's got bigger things going on.
Well, I'm not saying Cuba. I think Cuba's not necessarily worried if there's a city under them. I think the United States is pretty worried about it.
You think the
I
United
mean,
States wants
They're
this
probably the ones researching it. I don't know. I feel like they're nosy. No offense.
city? You're American. Why say no offense to me?
Territory. Thank you very much.
And I'm so glad you think that. And I'm so glad you think that. And so, as we wrap up, that was all the theories. I don't have any.
All the theories? Okay,
That's it.
cute.
What do you think?
I think it's a hoax and aliens built it, actually. So, yeah.
That's what I think.
No, okay, but seriously, I think it's probably like a mix of the whole like data thing.
Mhm.
And if there are any like geometric things, it's probably the third one, to be honest. I don't know what you
Yeah.
wanted me to say. I don't know if you wanted me to say flying saucers came down and just started building
Kind of.
stuff. Or
I wanted you to support me in my theories.
I just don't think your theories are based on logic, Peyton.
They are.
I think we need to come up with a more solid foundation for what you think is logical. I'm gonna be honest with you.
When the sun rises on the third day, the aliens come and they build pyramids.
Do they really know? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, is that it for theories? Do we know what's true? Do we know what's false? Is this
We
unsolved?
do. And-
Wait, okay. I'm ready.
You say again? Can I get a drum roll?
Okay.
Drum roll. The answer is theory 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
It's
thought it was
just
the
some-
data.
Just some geological. No one has gone down there to check, so I could be right.
I'm
But
so
Everyone
sorry.
kind of agrees that it's probably just some geological.
And we're
formations.
not like double checking our answers. I feel like we were always taught to double check our answers in school, so
I
maybe
think we should go on a field trip.
To
Let's.
the lost city of Atlantis.
let's
Oh
go
my
scuba
gosh.
diving, since no one else wants to.
Okay, we'll go scuba diving. We'll find out. We'll update you guys on whatever we get back, and we'll let you know if there's aliens down there. Who knows?
But as of right now, the conclusion is it's just some rocks under the ocean.
Dang.
In all seriousness, it's probably not aliens. It's probably just some rocks.
Probably.
But
is
maybe
aliens. Maybe.
it's a sunken
Maybe
city.
aliens. Maybe
And maybe
sunken
it's aliens
Cute. Cool. All right.
So, and that's the story of Cuban Sunken City. It's not a lost civilization, it's not Atlantis, but the results of some ancient earthquake. Still, I have to admit, there's something mesmerizing about imagining what could be down there.
I don't think there is. I mean, I guess. Aliens.
Aliens.
Aliens. That's the lesson for today? Question mark?
Lesson for the day? Aliens. Aliens.
Everything was built by aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until next time, stay safe
and stay curious.